Okay, my name is Elena Volkova, and I will show you the improvements that we did in code generator related to different initializer kinds in combination of const expression and global setting. I would like you to recall that when you declare a variable, you can specify the default value. And in some cases, when you build the code, you might get errors like this, having double braces here in the place where we initialize the variable. And actually, this can happen when you select wrong initializer kind in your C++ general settings. So you probably know that here, if you scroll down, you can see that you can select which initializer kind you want to be used in your generated code. So now there are 4 initializer kinds. Constructor and assignment has been here for a long time, and brace and equal are 2 new initializer kinds. They were introduced only in C++ 11. And in this case, this is the usage of brace, which makes the generated code looks like this. So for this particular variable, you need to select a different initializer kind, for example, assignment. And in this case, if we build again, then your generated code will compile and work fine. So this is this initializer kind is especially you should pay attention on what you have in your initializer kind setting if you are migrating to 11.0 version from 10.3, because actually before we had a bug in the tool related especially to this particular situation when you have a const expression and brace initializer kind. And actually maybe before you could have not noticed that you were using wrong initializer kind. So recently, not in this release, but some releases ago, we have fixed this bug. And now when you will be migrating to 11.1, if you had some troubles and wrong, if you used wrong initializer kinds in your model, then you can see the compile errors that I showed you. So to improve all the different situations, we have done testing, and we have fixed a couple of more scenarios where you can use different initializer kinds in combination with const expression. So I can now recall what does it mean, this assignment, brace, constructor, and equal. So I have a very simple example, a class which is using 4 members with different initializer kinds. And we can see here in the generated code that brace and equal initializer kinds, the initialization of this field is generated into the header file at the place where you declare the variable. And for assignment and constructor, initialization is done in the CPP file. And the same happens when you use global variable. And for global variables, we did some fixes. So here in the model, I have also a couple of global variables, this G brace and G equal. And here in the C++ general tab, you can specify global in the kind, and in that case, this variable will not be a class member, but it will be generated in the global scope. And for brace and equal initializer kinds, the initializers will be also generated into the header file, and nothing will be generated into the CPP file. In this case, the definition of this variable actually is available only in the header file, and extern is not generated. And also you should be aware that for this situation, you cannot include this header file into different compilation units if you are using brace or equal initializer kind, because the variable, the definition of the variable will be in the header file, and if you include it into different CPP files, then you will get link errors because the same variable with the same names will get into different compilation, into different object files, and will be linked at the same time. And also, we were testing and we did fixes for the usage of const expression in combination of global variables. So here for const expression, actually the rule is that all const expression variables are generated into the header file, so you get nothing in the CPP file. So maybe we can just open the CPP file and check that we don't have anything for const expression variables here. So these initialization, they are for the normal variables and also for the class members, but all const expression variables are generated into the header file, and also extern is not needed and is not generated, and this has been fixed in this release. So before we used to generate extern, and this resulted in compile errors, and since const expression is always in the header file, then no matter which initializer kind you select in your preferences, all initialization will also be generated into the header file. So you should be, of course, careful when you combine all of these settings that you can find on this C++ general tab. And do not forget about this initializer kind, which also can be selected in a different way.